Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this quick Yolopark Transformers 1 figure review, we're going to be looking at Bumblebee stroke B127. So that means we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his sort of modes. He's got his standard mode, you can switch a few parts around and indeed upgrade him. I will show you all of that. We're going to see how he sizes up compared to some other Yolopark models, some other Transformers 1 figures, including other Bumblebee ones, but you will see, I suppose, that he is just intended to scale with the other Yolopark figures. So as I start to move all of these out of the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to thank Shozy, because that's where I got this from, and you can get one for yourselves as well with the direct link in the description. Right, I've pre-built him up because, again, I'm sure you've seen me build these up before and indeed don't want to hear me waffling on for a few minutes while I build him. This is the packaging that he came in. So this is the cogged version. So this is, as I say, the slightly more expensive because he's that little bit bigger with that little bit more detail. I'm a little confused why there's an alternate mode on the front because, of course, he doesn't transform, but that's not a negative thing because he looks like he did in the movie, and that's what I say about all these figures. If they look as good as this, then that's fantastic. So, of course, that was the cogless bots, which were the smaller. This is the cogged bot mode, and funnily enough, I've got them two on pre-order as well, ready to do reviews, I suppose, alongside him. There's a lovely little fold-up flap here, which is brilliant. It reminds me of the old Japanese Generation 1 figures, so you can see there it's showing you some of the details of the front and the back of the figure. That's how he came packaged. Let me just quickly show you everything that was inside. It's self-explanatory, to be fair. It's pretty easy as well. There's hardly any pieces. It's not like one of the really I suppose, I'm trying to think of other words to describe it. Some of the companies, and Yolopark as well, have one like the new Optimus Prime. It's got about 3 trays ready with it. This one comes with, as I say, the instructions, which we've got there. So if I open this up, there we go, Action Edition, you will see that there's the details again. I'm going to show you all that in a second, and that's just as simple as it was. So there's hardly any bits. It's not painstaking, it's not too much, and again, it looks really good. So there's also this as well, but you can scan and look at Yolopark figures as well. Right, I'm going to keep that there because I'm going to get the other parts in a second. So this is the main, and I'm going to say basic figure, but what I mean by that is there's nothing really attached to him apart from him just being the figure that you do in fact just want to see. So I've not put his accessories on him just yet. In fact, yeah, let's have a look at him then. So the details are really good. You can see the head sculpt there. It is on a ball and socket joint, so it will go all the way around. It will look up and down. The same as the arms. These are, I've just literally put them all on and built it up, so you can go up to the side. You can lift this part up as well to give yourself even more range of motion. There is a swivel at the bicep, flexion at the bicep. The fists, again, you can change these, so there's full rotation there. These sort of move backwards and forwards as well in some sort of movement, which is pretty good, which I'm going to show you in a second. I think it's just mainly for attaching them, but you can move them wider to splay them out to give it a little of a different look if you wanted to. There's a genuine ab crunch, which you will see there at the back. See how that moves? That is intended to be there, which is great. These hip skirts and stuff you can maneuver away, out, they're all on their own hinges. You can kick the legs all the way up, way past the point of 90, and indeed if you just move the skirts you can take it pretty much further back as well. There is a huge knee bend, which again is great. There is a twist at the top of the thigh, you can see that, the rotation, toe tap, ankle tilt, rock, everything. Oh, I've just knocked something off. That's the back of his heel. That's the beauty of these. If you do knock anything, they do reassemble and reattach very, very quickly. So again, perfect, nice and articulate. And as I said, I've completely come to really like figures like this now. I can't even believe I'm saying it because I know he doesn't transform. This is Energon Glow Bumblebee, which is one of the mainline ones from, of course, Transformers 1. That, funnily enough, is mainline Optimus Prime. And then, of course, we've got Studioseries. Where's he fell? There he's gone. Which, as you can see, they do not scale. They're not supposed to scale. Of course, it's probably to entice you to buy more of the actual figures from Yolopark, so you can do displays with all of theirs. It also doesn't display or scale with blockies. They're quite a bit smaller, which you can see there as well. Right, so in fact, funny enough, let's just bring in AMK Megatron. He probably does scale with him, to be honest, because if I had the Optimus Prime, he'd be much bigger. And the same with if I had D16 and Orion packs, they would be quite a bit taller because they do scale really, really well. Right, let's just, in fact, very quickly, if you want to know or get an idea with regards to some other figures, you know, some sort of mainline ones, that is a G1 Prime, and that is your Commander class Optimus. So hopefully that's giving you a bit of an idea of his scale and size. That is your Siege one, so that's pretty much your standard Voyager class figure right there. Right, let's move him out of the way. Let's show you what's left inside here then. So I'm not going to show you every single fist because I'm sure you can imagine they pretty much are all the same. There's a battle blade. What's interesting is he's got hands that can grip stuff, which is interesting. The reason why it's interesting is because there's no actual accessories for him to hold onto. In fact, everything's come out of there. So let's, I suppose, as I said in the intro, let's just upgrade him. So let's just show you how simple it is. Let's pop the fists off like so. This is where I'm going to give cursor the commentator. It's going to be really difficult to get off, but there you go. You can see how that's just popped off. Let's make sure we've got the corresponding hand. So yeah, you can see that's got like a grip to hold anything, but there's no guns with this. I wonder if they're going to do like an upgrade kit, which they did with their skirt. See that? That's the movement I was on about there. That pops in and out, gives you a little bit of extra movement, extra flexion. With the Rise of the Beast ones, they released some extra weapons with... Oh, there we go. I've just split him in half. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one back on. And the reason why I'm going to put that one back on is because I want to attach the blades. So you can see now how simple this is to attach. I probably need to force it down a bit more, to be honest, but that's proper in now. So as I was saying, I want to attach the blades, and the blades are on the back of this fist. So there you go. So I suppose that does make a difference. Let's have a look. Maybe these come off. Let's have a quick look. I might be learning the same as you guys right now. I think I am. So yes, you can. So any of the fists, you've got a choice of either putting the guard on like so, or I suppose the extra detail, which is what that is, or indeed, as exactly what I'm going to do now, attach the blades. So there's dual function there, depending on which one you want to do. I'm going to attach the blades, but you could see, I suppose, how simple it would be to change the fists. So that's that done. They attach in there, no problem. Now, of course, you can't store these fists anywhere. In fact, you could change the fist as well. That would just fit on normal as one of his arm cannons. But I suppose the best one, or the most important one, if we are looking to change or upgrade him, shall we say, this is slightly a little more fiddly. What you've got to do is take these teeny little bits out the top of his head here. Take the helmet off, then you can take the face out like so. I nearly did the face off line, which is of course take his face off. Pop that in there. This is going to reattach via these two ports like so. There we go. Reattach these into the top of the head. Just look for the shape. As I say, you can't go wrong with these because they're like jigsaw pieces. So they just fit into the holes and the shapes provided. Again, this is the smallest and most... Yeah, let's be honest, it's most fiddly. I've got to put it backwards as well, typically, because I'm facing the opposite way. But you can see how easy it is to correct and rectify that. So yeah, this is the you don't have to do this either, to be honest. And if I'm telling the truth, he comes packaged with this particular head on. So if you never want to put the normal Bumblebee head on, you won't need to. But there you go. Now he is, of course, B127, upgraded, fully articulate, looking really good, and I can't wait to see what he looks like compared to the other two. So there we go. That is your Yolopark Transformers 1 Bumblebee figure, available loads of places actually, but as I say, you can get one with a direct link in the description as well. There you go, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.